private money, which is a bank. Private money is just somebody just like you that like, hey, I got like 300K just sitting there doing nothing. How can I make money with you in real estate? But I don't really want to be active in real estate.
On the slow flip model, do you feel like people are less likely to buy from you because it's seller finance versus using a bank, which is way more common?
You mean like on the owner occupant side, like once we brought the property and we're marketing to find somebody to slow flip to?
Yeah.
That's one of the easiest parts of the slow flip model that I love. I mean, you have like, so you got a slow flip, I just put slow flip here. You got slow flip. You buy the slow flip, SF for slow flip, and you market the slow flip for what you're asking for to end buyer. And usually we use marketplace for end buyer or owner occupant. OC is owner occupant. So we use marketplace, and like you will be surprised the amount of attention that your slow flip will get on marketplace to people that's looking to buy a house that they didn't think they can buy a house is insane. So we'll put owner for finance, no credit checks. On average, I'll say 3K down is on average, and you got yourself a property. You get the keys basically the next. If any interest and you check off all these boxes, which is only like 1 or 2 boxes, no credit checks and all that, and you gotta have a job, you got yourself a property, you got yourself a slow flip. So we can market a property on marketplace, for an example, and I can wake up and have like 15, 20 different people that's interested. I mean, is an easy process for that, to find the owner occupant.
Is marketplace are you talking like Facebook marketplace or just what is marketplace?
Facebook marketplace. Yep.
I have a friend that has seller finance and on 29 palms.
From Facebook marketplace?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it's a gold mine. It used to be Craigslist years ago, but I felt like marketplace just took over that whole space, like marketing car. I mean, you put anything for sale there. Like you said, your buddy found a piece of land for sale in the for sale section, and that's what we do. We put the slow flips in the for sale section, and we also put the slow flips in the for rent section. So we get best of both worlds. But what's attracting people is that, hey, owner of finance, no banks needed, and no credit checks, because there's a lot of people in this country that want to own a home but don't know that they can own a home until they see that message. So we're like making people's dreams come true.
Yeah, and then also you charge for the deposit.
Yep.
You're usually charging like what it would take to get like 3 months worth of covering a mortgage or something, get them out in case they defaulted. Like what percentage are you charging up front, and why are you charging that percentage? Like how does that cover your ass?
Well, from my experience from doing slow flips the last 11 years, 3 to 5K, that's a sweet spot. That is a lot of money in the low income neighborhoods where we're buying them at. That's a lot of skin in the game. Not everyone has 10, 15, 20K on a property. And also our average, let's say if I bought a property for 40K, right? That's a very common price point where I could buy a property, 40K. And the next day we market on Facebook Marketplace for 90K, right? So 90K is always gonna be plus interest, always plus interest, right? It's never principal only. So 90K, you follow me so far? So not 90K, and then we're gonna also say 3K down, 900 a month. I'm just giving you guys standard everyday slow flip numbers. Somebody comes, they see that, oh, no banks. This is critical. No banks, no credit checks. We have pictures of the property, even a YouTube link to click so they can see video of the interior, exterior. That saves us a lot of time, by the way, for people like, hey, let me see, how can I see the property? Because they can see the video, like, boom, you can see a lot from the video. And then you know the people are serious when they're like, hey, when can I come see the property in person, you know? But yeah, to go back to your question, 3K down is just a general standard number for a property somebody can pay 90K on. You know, that makes sense, especially in a low income neighborhood. And that's a lot of money to a lot of people in the country to muster up and have 3K. Well, not all of my clients do this. I still do this to today, but I'll at least ask for 1 month bank statement. I always ask for that. That's like, give me like a little proof of funds. So if you have $2,000 left after your 3K down and you're working at a factory, you know, you're making $1,500 a month, you can afford $900. I mean, on an average national level, you can afford $900 a month. That's very affordable.
Especially if it's a couple.
It's a couple, yeah. It's a couple, yep. So this is basically, this is general average slow flip numbers, bro.
Was there ever a world where you borrowed the 40K from a bank and then did the slow flip, charged someone 90, and then they're basically not only covering your mortgage, but also getting cash? cash flow for yourself?
Like a traditional bank?
Yeah.
Not me personally from a traditional bank. I'm usually borrowing from private money lenders. Private money, which is a bank. Private money is just somebody just like you that like, hey, bro, I got like 300K, you know, just just sitting there doing nothing. How can I make money with you in real estate? But I don't really want to be active in real estate. So okay, you come in, you be my bank, and you'll lend me on this piece of property in first position. The asset is the collateral, and that's the lien on the property. So you can sleep at night. That's your security net, and I'll pay you a 10 to 12% on your money.
And that 10 to 12% is coming directly from the buyer, and you're taking home $900 a month.
Correct. Well, the difference between my monthly payment and this 900 would be my net cash flow, right? That makes sense?
Yeah. The 900 would be including interest.
That is correct. That's correct. We'll base that 900 off the interest. Yeah. That's a whole nother video for another day. So I should do how to get that 900 number. But if I'm borrowing money, it's gonna be from private money. However, another method too is that people can use 0% interest credit cards, right? So this is when your credit comes in. It doesn't have to be your credit. You can borrow credit from a friend, but just say if you do have some good credit. And I feel like banks been lenient with credit. I think minimum credit score is what, maybe 620 and up. You can get you something, but you can go to like Chase Bank. Chase is great. And I'm talking about business credit card, not personal. I'm talking about business credit cards. So you get Chase, you got Navy Fed, that's good. Just to name a few, you got Bank of America. And they give you 0% interest credit cards for 12 months. Right, so just say, you can go to all three. You can get, just say 20K from Bank of America, 40K from Chase, 30K from Navy Federal, that's 90K. That can get you about 3 slow flips, 2 to 3 slow flips, guaranteed. So you could play around that for a year. And I don't do this because I want some locked in money if I'm doing borrow money, but I know people that play around it, they love it. And then within a year, they'll have some private money lined up. They'll basically, not refi, but they'll pay that credit card back with private money. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And within that year, you're making, so just say like you bought 3 slow flips with 0% interest for 12 months. At 90K roughly, your monthly payment on that's gonna probably be like maybe $600 a month. I'm just guessing. $600, 0% interest. Let's say for all 3 credit cards maxed out at 90, $600. You buy 3 slow flips, 30K a piece. That's bringing you $800 a piece times 3. That's $2,400 off of 3 slow flips, and then you're paying $600. What's that? Minus 600. You're netting $1,800 times 12 months. That you made $21,600 of money. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And then what would you do after the 12 months? What's the interest rate?
What I would do, I don't do this method. If I would find private money on that 10th, 11th month. I know I can. It's not hard finding private money, but I would find private money. Or you can go back and you can go back with this is a plum give you can play. So this is like, just say this is real estate LLC. I'm gonna just put RE for real estate LLC. Just say you went to Bank of America, got 20K with real estate LLC. Chase got real estate LLC. Navy Fed you got 30K with Navy Fed at real estate LLC. And then you go back to that same, because you could get your inquiries off like a month, the first month. So now those inquiries off your credit, you gotta figure this is business, so it's not reporting on your personal as far as the loan. So now you form cash flow. You form cash flow LLC, and you go back to the same. Okay, let me get another 30K with Navy Fed. Let me get another 40K with Chase. Let me get another 20K with Bank of America, because they're just gonna pull your credit. You know what I'm saying? And that's a different entity than RELLC. Does that make sense?
I guess also too, you could use that 12 months, right? Made like 21,000 something.
Yep.
You could apply that to not pocket that money, just apply it to paying off the debt.
You can do that, yes. It's the 21.6 or the 21,000 to change. But what I was about to say with that cash flow LLC that's getting these same amounts, just say if you got those same amounts, now that's 0% for 12 months. You can move this RELC credit card that's on these, you can move that to this one, and this is on that. So this is 0%. And now, you know what I'm saying? You're basically moving this over to that 0%, and that's paid off. But now you got a whole nother year. And then, you could keep doing it year after year. I don't play that game, but I know guys that play that game in real estate with the buy and hold play. This is a no-brainer for fix and flips. Fix and flips, renovations, new developments, because it's 12 months. That's usually enough space and room to do your flip, 2 flips, whatever with it, or 5 flips in a year before that 12 months is up. But if we're talking about buy and hold plays, you can either, at the end of the 12 months, you borrow private money to pay that back, or you can form a new whole LLC with a whole new 3 credit cards or whatever the case may be, and put that on the 0% credit card and to pay your
And then
owe back.
also, once you get it past the 12 months, the initial first 12 months, if you wanted to sell that property as a flip, it would be past the point of like short-term capital gains, right?
Use it
Would
as
get
capital
hit
gains 2 years.
about 2 years.
But I mean, why would you want to sell a buy and hold asset that's bringing in some cash flow? That's the thing. I mean, right here, going back to the property that costs 40K, I'd rather just simply use private money, right? And if anybody was watching this video, you can go to privatemoneymadeeasy.com, get my my private money credibility kit, and I can show you exactly how I'm using this kit to raise money. Like this thing does all the hard work for me. By presenting a kit, it draws out how their money is safe. You know, the whole process of the whole private money process helps them understand, because a lot of people, when you're approaching about private money and that opportunity for them, which is a huge opportunity for these people to have money sitting around, they usually don't understand the process. So you provide this kit to them, let that kit do the work for you, and they'll come back and be like, okay, tell me more. I got 100K, let's do it. So go to privatemoneymadeeasy.com. You learn a lot about this with the private money credibility kit. I use private money for everything, bro. Like if I'm not using my cash, I'm using private money when it comes to real estate.